Hey guys, it's Whiskey Wednesday, and boy, we got a good show for y'all tonight. Marty and Father Fortenbery and I were out at the Memphis Bourbon Society barrel pick out in Bartlett, Tennessee. We had Les out there. We had Josh Gamble. We had Ernest Peacock, Les Bramlett. Thank y'all. We had a great time out that way. Met some nice people. Drank some good bourbon. Alex Castle was there. That was the she was the mixologist. No, what's that called, Marty? Master distiller for Old Dominic. She's leaving one of her last events. But hey, it was a good time. Thank you for having us out there. But what are we going to get into tonight? Look, Jelly Roll has been run off of social media. We're going to talk about that a little bit. Reggie Bush gets his trophy back. And then things that are not in our hood anymore. But first and foremost, yo! Father Fortenbery, tell us what you got going on over here, because this is kind of unique.
Look, I got my Memphis Bourbon Society Glencairn that I got last night. I thoroughly enjoy it. I also am enjoying it with Zippin' Pippin, a nice little local IPA.
Marty, is that acceptable to put beer into a Glencairn?
I'm getting the nose.
We do go by drink it. What is it, Gary? We say
drink it how you like it.
We do the nose.
Yeah, I mean,
actually,
smell like my hand.
The smell is way different.
You can do whatever you want to.
Yeah.
Does it smell a little hoppy?
Look at the legs.
This was your first barrel pick you went to last night.
It was,
and it was a good time.
And I picked the one that won, but nobody else liked it. Apparently,
I've yet
apparently,
to.
Apparently, I have a lot of clout.
I don't think I've picked a winner. I did pick the winner on the Bruiser one, I think. Also, Gary, what's going on with you, Gary?
I'm doing okay. I'm a little sad today.
Why are you sad today?
I finally watched the movie Good Will Hunting. It's a good movie, but
just like finally,
I finally watched it.
But you do that every day, Good Will Hunting.
I
Gary,
do.
it's been out for like 3 decades.
I know. I finally watched
When
it.
did Good Will Hunting come out?
Hold on. Well, how did you have time to watch a movie?
I actually started it last night, and then I came in for lunch, and I sat down. And
I was in
watched it.
college when Good Will Hunting came out.
He thought it was a movie about him, and it wasn't. That's why.
And you know what? I figured out that
1997.
Yeah, I figured out that Good Will Hunting, that like they were hunting to do goodwill stuff. That was the name of the guy. His name was Will Hunting, and it just had good in front of it.
Tomorrow,
But it was sad, though.
Tomorrow, he's gonna sit down and watch.
Look, this is almost as bad as the things I've never eaten before that y'all surprised.
I may do Patch Adams tomorrow. You never know.
I don't like Patch Adams.
Do Good Morning Vietnam. You ever see that?
No, I have not seen that all the way through either.
Are you kidding me? Okay, yeah, go watch Good Morning Vietnam. All right, how about The World According to Garp?
I've never watched the World According.
good.
I'm fully
never seen that one
aware.
either.
I'm fully aware of who's in it, and
Robin Williams.
yeah, but isn't John Lithgow's in it?
He's in everything. So there's Marty Marr. He was also at the Mid-South Bourbon Brotherhood, Memphis Bourbon Society.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
So do you have beer in yours?
No, I have Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof Rye.
I'm drinking Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof Rye. Probably a different bottle.
Hard to beat.
It is hard to beat. It's one of our favorites.
I'm drinking Zippin' Pippin.
Y'all check it. Hey, Saturday morning, we're gonna probably hit a bourbon drop out at Lake District. If y'all want to meet us out there and hang out.
Is that the one we went to last?
I went to the Waffle House.
And then we may tear the Waffle House down or something. You know,
Yeah.
just hang out.
I got
are
slightly
you down?
intoxicated with that one.
Jamie tried to fight Ohio State fans.
I didn't try to fight people.
Gary, are you down with?
I may be down to clown. I think I'll be clear this weekend.
You know, we'll be back by noon.
Yeah, we've got a crawfish boil going on in Hernando. I've got to see what time that starts.
You know, I have just discovered that I can't really eat crawfish. It causes a gout flare up. But anyway, enough about my excuse me. Enough about my ailments because my toe feel good right now. All right, let's open this up right now. Things not in our hood anymore. We're probably gonna come back to it too. What are things in our hood? It could be Memphis. It could be Northeast Arkansas. What's something in our hood that's not there anymore? We're gonna let Marty go first. Marty, what's something you miss from your hood?
Well, my hood's parking, but
There's a lot of things missing from parking.
yeah, me
like Marty,
me especially, and Jamie. But I'm gonna say Memphis, Venture River.
Oh, Venture River.
Man,
That's
I
a
used
good
to
one.
love it. Venture
The water
River.
park.
Yeah, the water
Venture
park.
River was
That
awesome.
changed to Wild Water and Wheels.
It did.
It
did.
It did.
Briefly.
Now it
Briefly.
changed to a bunch of.
That's a
I think it's
It's
Lads.
like it's
Yes.
Lad's golf cart.
yes,
Lads
golf
golf
cart
cart
dealership.
Is that where that was?
Yes.
It was?
Mhm.
I see that all
Right
the
off
time.
Whitney Road.
That was a Venture. I was
Yep.
so young, I had no clue.
I
where it
drove
was
by
at.
one day. I said, "Oh, Let's send golf carts.
Gary, what's something from our hood, your hood, this hood that you miss? That's not in your hood anymore.
Blockbuster.
Ooh, that wasn't everybody's.
It was
hood.
in everybody's hood.
We didn't have one.
It was
Well,
in West Memphis.
yeah,
It was. We had video stores.
Yeah.
We don't
know,
we don't got those no more.
The excitement of walking, because everybody walking into your
Yes.
local video store and trying to find the 1 or 2 copies of whatever came out. That was outstanding. You know, that was
If you were lucky enough to have somebody at work there like you guys did.
Yeah, we did have somebody that worked there.
Kyle.
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 Kyle was the
I
manager
didn't know
there.
Kyle then. That's
I did.
Father Fortenbery, we got Blockbuster, we got Adventure River. What's something
Zip and Pippin.
that would be Liberty?
Liberty
Land.
Land.
golly.
That was a good one.
That's
Liberty
perfect.
Land.
Liberty Land.
Back then, that was the place to be when they had the
Mid-South Fair?
Mid-South Fair connected with it. That was the place
Dude,
to be.
Liberty Land was outstanding. I miss Liberty Land. And I miss the Zip and Pippin.
I miss those cars.
I mean,
you used to get
thank
on.
goodness I got this.
Hey, this is a recent one that we don't have anymore. Ponchos.
Oh, that is.
Oh man.
Does Memphis have it?
Yeah,
There are no more Ponchos Mexican
I
restaurants.
wasn't a huge fan of ponchos.
I loved.
The Mexican pizza was good.
Mexican cheeseburger.
It was their
See, there you
dressing.
go.
It was their dressing.
You can make it.
You
There's
can get it.
a
You
I,
can
know,
restaurant.
buy it.
I made my own dressing.
You
I
can
make
buy
my
it.
own. I do.
We'll go in reverse order. We're going to go one more time for now. Jamie, what else is not in our hood anymore that you miss?
Peabody Place.
You stole it.
Man, going to Jillian's.
Jillian's.
That's basically Dave and Buster.
No, it was better.
But they had the horses you could sit on and race.
Yes, and you could race and you hit the little buttons. and
It was
breed your horses.
Look, Peabody Place.
Hold up. You could what?
breed
breed
your
them.
horse.
Absolutely.
Horses. Yes, it was
For
a
real?
game.
And you
Yeah.
could watch them breed right there in the middle of the.
It flashed away a screen and then a baby popped up.
Yeah, so like you would start playing and you would get a card of a horse.
Now,
Yes.
what kind of X-rated Dave and Buster's
You never played
are you
this,
guys going
dude.
to?
So like
Hold on.
these
Look,
car-
I was a
Hold
big guy.
on, I may
couldn't-
still have
they
my
wouldn't-
these cards
they
were
wouldn't
worth
allow
money.
me to
You could
sell
sell them
them.
online.
Yes, hold on.
So like you could have an entire stable of horses.
oh, Jamie. Oh, Jamie.
Do you still have a horse?
No way.
Yes, it was called
You
the
got a Blockbuster card too.
Derby Owners Club. Look, and you get to name your
You
horses.
named your horses. You
Here's a
fed
couple
them.
of the cards, Jamie.
Look,
Well, show everybody.
Show everybody.
So-
And you get to name them whatever
so
you name.
here's what they look like.
What's the name of that horse?
It's kind of hard to say. So
I don't remember.
This horse was GJ Styling Girl.
I think that G and J stand for Gary and Jamie.
I think it was. We had our own stable.
We had our own
Styling
stable.
girl.
Styling, I don't
Yeah,
know.
Styling
'cause
Hold
it's
up.
girl.
So those are Dave and Buster cards. Does Dave and Buster still have these race horses?
I don't think
Well,
so.
see,
other
that-
place?
see,
It's
that
called
was,
Derby.
these are Jillian's right
It was
here.
called Derby.
No, they have a D&B on them. don't
Yeah,
they?
but these have Jillian.
It was a game that was at multiple
So-
different places. It's called Derby Owners Club. Derby Owners.
So
Club.
you would breed horses, start a stable, and you'd race your horses, and then you would take that horse that did really well, breed it with another horse that did really well.
So how many nickels and dimes did y'all spend on these
Oh
horses?
God, Gary
hundreds,
Gary
baby,
would leave school during the day and go there at lunch and race.
hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, I forgot it was G and J's. We had a stable, G and J's. Gary
One guy,
and Jamie.
one guy.
I don't
that-
think we can top that.
No, one guy was up there. He had like a CD case full
Yes.
of these horses, and I think he's one that sold them online. I'd always wait till you get in a race, and I'll whoop him with my horse, my GJ horse, take him out.
Yeah, so what you'd want to do, you had your horse was different, so you had horses that would be finishers, so you wouldn't really whip them till that last turn, then you just beat that ass.
Yep, and get it, and then give him
Did-
apple after the race.
Yeah, then you had horses that were starters, and they'd take off out of the gate really well, so then you'd whoop them and then just hold on for dear
Just
life.
hold on.
All
dear
I
life.
can say is I've never seen you two get so excited about any topic.
This was
Except Gary doesn't believe babies should be living.
this was 6 months of our bachelor's life right there.
So I can top this. At Hot Springs, there used to be one that was the same thing, but you had to sit on it and actually ride it, and it'd wear you out.
Wow.
I like the ones that didn't require physical exertion, but
Marty, can you top the racehorse stables that they bred right there at Peabody Place?
G and
I
J.
think so.
GJ's.
Oh, you can?
I'm gonna save you something too. I miss greyhound racing.
Oh,
boy,
killed
y'all
the
are
boy.
killing
y'all are making
Gary.
me it's so
Y'all are
sad
giving
over
Gary
here.
in
Gary
the heart.
get upset.
Jeez. I'm gonna be so upset.
He was a greyhound champion.
I love
He
watching
owned great. He owned some.
I owned some
Yep.
at one point in time.
We aren't horses.
Yes, I also own horses.
That's what made me think of it.
I own.
That's probably why Whitney married you. She thought you had horses and dog.
Dude,
horse
we
races.
grew up with a dog track.
Yeah, we did. We used to go in there when we were below the legal age.
I'd go to the parking lot. And I'd funnel 2 24-ounce beers, and I walk in. That's back before simulcast, so you could take $20.
I in bed
and you
all
could play
night.
all night long.
With 20
Because you had to wait for the race.
Because you had to wait
Yep.
for the next race, and I would sit there and study the book for my friends. You know,
And I sit there and drink.
They'd sit there and drink. I remember one night I made JD and Andy a lot of money, and I didn't make myself none.
That's when you quit telling me that.
I remember one night it led to a DUI and a baby and
Oh, that was Bucket O's.
Bucket O's.
Bucket O's.
We were supposed to go camping and we didn't camp.
We didn't go camping because you didn't make it. I was all packed up and ready to go. All my packing stuff was there. I was in Jonesboro waiting for you. And then Jamie couldn't go. So we were like, oh, let's go dog track instead.
Who got a DUI?
D-Rock.
No, that was that.
That was the same
Yeah,
night.
that was the same night.
That was the same
Oh,
night.
it was the same
Yeah,
night.
same
Yeah,
night.
We play poker.
Yep.
Yes, because he decided to go over there instead of go.
Yeah, so we're sitting there at the casino or dog track with bottle caps, popping them, hitting into
A bucket, you know, they get
Yeah.
a bucket of six pack or
What was
whatever.
it? The juke joint?
it's there now. I'm even.
No, I mean, was the bar the juke joint or
No,
was y'all
that,
just at the,
that was a winter circle.
No, that was upstairs. That was
okay.
that was what was that called?
Finish line. No, it had something to do with racing.
It did. I forget the name of the. They used to have the best
Kennel Club.
Rubens, huh?
Kennel Club?
Kennel Club.
The Kennel
It's
Club.
Kennel
Yep.
Club.
The
Kennel Club.
Kennel Club.
Yep.
Yep.
Good old times.
Good
A
time.
lot of history at the dog track.
All right, let me see. I'm going to pick something, and then we're going to move on to another couple stories. Let me see here. What do I miss? Would it be maybe a nightclub that we used to go to? No, you know what I really like going to when I was younger? Y'all may not even know about this place. The Mall of Memphis.
I remember.
Hell yeah, I know what the ball
Ice
go.
The
ice
Mall of
skating there.
Memphis, well, I never ice skate, but Marty and I especially, we've been there all the time.
What was next door?
To the Mall of Memphis, just for feet.
Just for feet.
Well, I got many shoes from there, but the Mall of Memphis, back when malls were such a happening thing.
I'm gonna say one more thing. I know that was the last.
That's
the
okay.
last one. Enchanted Forest.
Oh, at Goldsmiths.
Yep, that's right there, right at
All right, they
right
still
across the-
have
right across the
Enchanted
river.
Forest.
Yeah, but it ain't the
There
same.
Hey,
ain't no
Pink
Goldsmiths.
Palace.
Yeah, there's no.
They moved it
Goldsmiths
to the
now.
Pink Palace. It's the same setup,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
exact same.
Y'all
way.
remember that Mall of Memphis commercial playing that music? We're still the one. They played all the time in the background.
I have no idea. I don't
Man.
know what you're talking
I
about.
missed that one.
I didn't have cable, so I always get the same commercials over and over
Was it
and
on
over.
radio
again.
or TV?
It was on TV.
Look,
We're still
Antenna
the one.
TV.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, I do remember that.
Now you
Like,
do.
I'll tell you a funny story about Adventure Island, or not Venture Island,
Venture River.
Venture River. So I don't know,
It turned
kindergarten.
into Adventure
Yeah.
Island.
I was kindergarten, first grade maybe, and my mom took me west to
Adventure River.
Adventure River, and boy, we had a blast. It was one of the best times I've had forever. And we sit there at the house the next day, and I saw a commercial on TV, and I said, "Mom, when you go here next?" She runs in there. Is a commercial, Circuit City. I didn't know what Circuit City.
You're like, you wanted to plug in the
What I saw
store.
a dude ride the plug.
There you
awesome.
go. Radio Shack. Do they still have Radio Shack?
No,
Nope.
Radio
Nope.
Shack closed.
Man,
It's called now Best Buy is the closest.
that's where
thing,
T
I
used
guess.
to live and survive was Radio Shack.
Yeah.
Man.
But if you Google it, it still shows up in West Memphis.
Yeah.
That's where all the people walk.
Man, so look, if you got something that was in your hood, and it might not be our hood, but your hood, drop it in the comments. Let us know what that was. Because look, we kind of old around here.
Mm-hmm.
We go way back,
Like Cadillac seats.
like Cadillac seats. Look, I gotta. This story touches my heart. Jelly Roll. He is one of the most successful musicians of the last at least year or two.
Yep.
He's a big guy like myself. You know, he got this sweet little thing, Honey XO. He was recently bragging about losing, I think it was 50, 70 pounds maybe, and how he was going to do a 5K.
Wow.
Good on him.
But he's still big. Like, I'm down 50
Yeah.
pounds. You can never tell, but I'm down 50 pounds. And the social media blasted him so much over his weight that he decided to get off social
I
media.
missed all that.
Yeah. Yeah, they were talking bad about my boy Jelly Roll. Now, I would have thought by the time you were his age, like kind of like me, you wouldn't give
He
a
wouldn't
damn
care.
anymore. You wouldn't care. anymore, but he did. So shout out to Jelly. Look, hanging there, bro.
But hold up,
Those big boys.
Lizzo was beautiful and strong.
Now, I think people think he's beautiful and strong too. He just got them trolls.
He exerts too much
You
masculinity.
do actually, Jamie. You do that too. Remember that ham comment on ladies on?
yeah. Way to go, Jamie.
That's fat shaming, Jamie.
I'm fat, so I can do it.
Way to go. We almost had to go to 3.0 on
We
that.
talked about
Yes,
that before,
I can say
right?
I can say the F word.
Oh, that's true. These two skinny guys,
wow.
they can't say it.
Yep.
They'd hurt our feelings. Man. Yeah, but y'all should be ashamed of your damn self. Jelly Roll.
That's
Y'all,
probably one-
they
that's
just
probably
can't-
one of
You know
y'all.
what it is? They just don't like people being successful.
That's really
what it is. They cannot believe that this man that came from where he come from, big guy like him with tattoos all over his face, be successful. Look, tell him to take it and go somewhere, dude. I like to hear you.
I think he's doing fine.
I think
he's
he'll be
doing
okay.
fine.
He'll
Yeah,
overcome.
Good job. Reggie Bush, that's the dude.
Reggie.
He played for USC back. I didn't realize so long ago, but like in the
99?
mid 2000s. No, 2009. I think it was 2004, maybe when he got his Heisman. It was a while ago. Anyway, they took it away from him in 2010. That's what it was.
They took it out. Yeah, took
They
it away. He
took
was
it
in
away
2000.
Sometime
from
in the last 30 years he played.
And they now have gone back and given it to him because they said, well, rules are changed now. It'd been okay if you got paid today.
No,
Now, I'm not sure I agree with
I-
that mentality.
You know, I fully agree with it.
If Pete can't get a Hall of Fame, this dude don't deserve his trophy back.
We're talking about Pete Rose or Pete Carroll.
Pete Rose.
Both.
Both, because Pete
I
Carroll
bet Pete Carroll will be in the Hall of Fame
in college football.
Listen,
just for his age.
if we can't forgive Pete Rose,
Yeah. If,
No,
it was
I forgive Pete Rose.
if it was illegal then.
Oh no!
Yeah.
If we're talking about Pete
now,
Rose,
Pete Rose still illegal. What he
How
what
is-
he-
No,
oh,
I'm just talking about
how is Otani still playing? If Pete-
exactly. Not to mention Pete Rose bet on his team to win.
Look, I'm telling y'all now, from my perspective, if you bet that you're going to score 65 points in a game and you do it, give the man the money. You know what? Hey, yeah. If you bet you're going to score under 4 and only score 2, shame on you. You get out of the league. But if you are betting for you to go above and beyond and win games, how is there a problem with that?
yeah.
Listen, if we're going to allow Congress to play the stock market, we should let athletes bet.
I feel like they should.
It cannot be that far in the future.
Both
Matter
of
fact,
them are controlling their own
I will
destiny.
bet you, and DraftKings, I probably
He
stole
can't go
their
Hall of Fame.
idea.
He just bet me.
I will bet you right now that DraftKings is trying to work it out so that players can bet from the dugouts and be live betting
They're already
from the dugouts.
We all know they're already
from
betting.
the bench.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan bet on himself.
Oh, why not?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I'm sure Gary bet on himself this weekend in the golf tournament.
I would have if they had.
That's like a Calcutta, right?
Yeah,
Calcutta.
Calcutta. You can
Same
bet on
thing.
yourself.
But you're betting on yourself to win, not lose.
That's right.
That's right.
Maybe the next Calcutta, we should just bet on ourselves to not win.
Yeah, like betting on.
Be
our-
like, we're going to bet $500 that we do not win.
That's a lock.
So
If y'all playing against me and Gary, I know you ain't winning.
that's right. That's right. We take it home. Take it home.
Mr. Positivity.
That's Mr. Handy over there.
That's right.
He
It's
gets
the Christmas poop.
I like to consider you Mr. Handsy.
hands. We do get.
I consider you
handsy.
Mr. Handsome.
Thank you, Jamie.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm froze up now. I
I'm,
can't hear.
gonna say, I'm for lack of words.
so here's the bigger question. Okay, so if
All right,
if
here
they're
we go.
going to
Big
give
questions. We got big questions.
big question. If they're going to give Reggie his trophy back, which he deserves, Reggie Bush, he deserves it. I also think Ohio State deserves a win back from Arkansas.
Well, they still cheated.
Wah, wah, wah.
They did the same thing Reggie did.
I'm going to tell you what Ohio State needs to do. They should be ashamed of themselves as much as they paid for that football roster to not be able to beat Michigan in the regular season. It cost me $1,000.
They'll
Just
beat him
saying.
Michigan next 5 years. It sounds like.
Look, let's talk about NIL for a minute. This is what's not in my hood anymore. What is in our hood these
FedEx.
days? FedEx giving Memphis $25 million. Arkansas, John Tyson's giving Arkansas $25 million. Jerry Jones said he's gonna. I'll match whatever he gives. Everybody was talking about Calipari coming to Arkansas for less money. Turns out he's gonna make more money at Arkansas than he would have
And
at
he's going to have a
Kentucky.
massive NIL pot.
And we still lost that one kid back to Kentucky.
Well, but you're going to love me. That's, you're
They
going
don't
to
want to
lose
leave
kids.
home.
Are
or-
these
or
considered
wherever
tax
it-
write-offs?
No.
All I know is though,
Investments.
if they making that damn much money thinking about basketball players, they can lower the price of my Tyson's chicken. Because boys, whoo, Lord help us.
Man.
So I think it's fair to say, though, that everybody should be aware that these are investments that they're making. They're not doing it to improve the school. They're doing it to help the school out, too. But I have no doubt if Jerry Jones gives, I don't know, Jimmy Johnson $1 million,
Yeah.
somewhere in a contract it says I get something from you.
I'm sure he probably gets like VIP seats or something.
Well, like there's one kid though that went to the NFL. Whoever he signed this NIL deal with got like 5% of his NFL contract.
Yeah, but that was a supporter. That was some company that bargained that. And look, he made a bad deal. It was smart on their behalf. They gave the kid like $1 million.
But you know good and well, they're all doing it. It might not be that heavy-handed, but there's going to be something.
But okay, so if you're Jerry Jones rich, right, and he's thinking about playing Dak a lot of money, which don't do it, Jerry.
Just so we're all aware, we sit around talking. And this stunned me. Jerry Jones has double the wealth that Fred Smith does.
Really?
I'm not surprised by that. But if you have that type of dumb money, like Elon Musk, dumb money, that's dumb money, right?
Dumb money.
I'm dumb. I just think the money go with
You
it.
would go buy a team for the Razorbacks. You would go buy a team for the Razorbacks, and you would go set up in your little booth and jump up and down when we win.
Man,
we should.
I'd be like Musk. I'd have my shirt off halfway through the
Exactly.
game.
You would be as famous a supporting fan as the people playing the game. People would know Father Fortenbery.
Yes, Father Fortenbery.
I guarantee
And Gary would have to. We would have HOGS. He would have the S in Hogs if we got that rich.
We'll let you have the O. We'll let you have the O.
Oh yeah, I want the O. I want the O. I just want the O.
We'll let him have the O.
So that way
He could have the exclamation point at
but
the end.
but the whole time he'd be standing like this.
No.
Yeah, like we hit a field goal. It's good.
But all time field goals from me.
You look like Cornholio when you do that. I am the great Cornholio.
So, did anybody see the?
I did not.
It was good.
I have not watched
The
it.
SNL skit?
I would play it, but last time we did that, they tried to ban us from
They tried to
YouTube, so
ban
I'm
us.
not doing it anymore.
So we
So-
can't play those.
I'm gonna have to
skits.
watch it after this.
So SNL skit. Have you heard about this?
I've seen part of it. I was
they
like,
did
this,
a Beavis and Butthead.
It was really good. I was impressed. SNL.
There aren't many good SNL skits.
No,
in
now
there.
they have gotten better in the last probably 6 months.
All right. What is your favorite SNL skit of all time?
Oh, hands down.
Let's go with that.
Okay, it's going to
SNL.
be the Chippendales dance off.
with Patrick Swayze, and Chris Farley.
That is hands down my favorite.
Interesting.
He told Patrick Swayze he told Chris Farley, said, I know my body's better, but you're dancing so much better.
Oh, jeez. That's pretty good.
Gary, you got one?
Can I do two?
Sure.
Can I do two? I want two.
How you gonna do one for me? All I miss is a cone head.
One is
Okay, you got,
since
you
we're
got
at
cone heads right there.
since we're at Chris Farley,
Yeah.
we're gonna say the in the van down by the river where he falls on the
Hey,
table.
look, I say that's more iconic than the one I said. I don't know if it's better.
It's
definitely iconic.
what kills me is David Spade's in the background laughing his butt off. And then the second one is Will Ferrell, more cowbell.
Once again, I think that's iconic. I don't know if it's fun.
Look, I'm taking y'all way back.
I love it.
And it's hard for me to pick one because when Eddie Murphy was on there when he was young, and it was just all of him, he and Dan Aykroyd and those guys, every one of those was belly laugh out loud. It was that late 70s. Whatever they're doing now, they're too politically correct, too woke. The Mike Myers era was iconic.
Well, that would. So
That was with Adam Sandler.
Dana Carvey.
The mid '90s to the mid 2000s had a really good stretch.
They had a
really good
great
run.
stretch. A bunch of big names.
It was as good as the '70s to mid '80s.
Yeah, I mean, you had Dan Aykroyd in the 70s. You had Eddie Murphy. You had
Jim Belushi.
Oh, Belushi. Man, what a
You had Chevy
comic
Chase,
icon.
which he's on there one season, but you had Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
Jamie, I think we should try out for Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
No, I want to host it. That's my goal.
So
We need enough. Look, we need enough followers, and y'all go out there right now for Big T to host Saturday Night Live from New York. It's Big T.
So I have
And the crocodiles.
Just going through TikTok, I have noticed that the Michael Shea and man, I can't remember the white boy's name. Their
That's
news,
racist.
It is. Their weekly news has gotten really good again.
Yes, it goes through cycles too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It can't beat Norm Macdonald.
No,
though.
it does not beat
don't
Norm.
know.
I like
But
Norm.
These
know.
guys are funnier than Norm because Norm was funny, but he was cringe funny.
He's cringe, dry, funny.
Yeah, he was hilarious.
Kind of like
but
The Office funny. The
Yeah.
Office is like every time I watch it, I love it and laugh so much, but it like makes me cringe, especially as a manager.
Did you see the tournament bracket I sent you on sitcoms?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw
It
that.
was really. I tell you what, we're going to share that. We'll talk about that next episode. Let's go
Yeah.
up there and we're going to hit our favorite sitcom. So look, if you got something, maybe we'll do our own bracket. Let's do our own bracket.
Of
We'll do our
sitcoms.
own sitcom bracket. Talk about it.
Yeah.
Jamie wanted to do a whiskey bracket. I'm glad we didn't because I'm not real keen on what I've been seeing people do the whiskey brackets. Martin
I'm
and I were
keen
talking
on
about that.
drinking though.
Yeah, we got some really good whiskey. Look, we're
I-
going to do some videos here in the next week or two. Marty and I had a hell of a March and April. I'm almost embarrassed by how good our March and April was for bourbon hunting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
I
we'll
do
share
know
that
this.
with
Have
you
y'all
guys.
seen the new viral video or sensation
Of me?
No.
Oh.
Of asking women would they rather be in the woods with a bear or a man?
Well, of course, people would rather be with a man. A bear's going to eat your arm off.
I am astonished by the amount of women who say they'd rather be in the woods with a bear.
Well, let's just take a survey. All of our listeners are probably males. So would
I'd
you,
rather be in the woods with another dude.
Would you rather, if you're watching this, drop in the comments, bear or man, if you'd rather be in the woods with a bear or a man. If you're a woman, we're going to give you you get 10x. Yours counts 10 times compared to the men listening.
Yeah.
So let us know if you'd rather be. But Father Fortenbery, fill us in on this. I mean, I looked it up a little bit, but it really didn't make sense.
So
to
I
me.
mean, the gist of it is women are saying that a bear is just going to do what comes natural to a bear, and if they
Eat you?
Like eat, yeah.
they said they feel safer in the woods with a bear than a man.
Like claw you and eat
Why?
you.
Because a man's going to do what comes natural to a man, which is?
Protect and serve.
Probably trying to get the hell out of the woods. I'm just saying. I mean, I've been on the top fight.
Now you shared with us before we started tonight, though, that the women in your family
Yes,
chose bear
yes.
over
The
man.
women in my family said bear over man.
So what does that mean? We're teaching the women of our society that men are dangerous.
Yes.
I think it's because we demasculized bears.
I thought we've demasculized men, but
a lady in the middle of my the great bear man wars of 2024.
welcome to the Bear Man Wars.
This
of
woman told me, she said
2024.
men are she said women are sexually, or 1 out of every 3 women is sexually assaulted, which I think is an incorrect statement. I believe it's 1 out of every 5.
That's a lot still.
Oh, it's still
Still a whole lot.
but it ain't near as much as 1 out of 3.
You know what? This is just a misunderstanding.
But let me say this,
All right,
and
go.
this is where, and this is my disagreement with her. I told her, I said, I typed in, and I said, women, even if this stat is true, that does not mean that 1 in 3 men are sexual assaulters. Mm-hmm. But because most men are do multiple.
Okay, so there are more women than men on the face of the earth. Okay, you think
Yeah,
that
but
would,
it ain't about much. It can't.
well, but even 1 or 2% is quite a few because of how many people's on earth. But if 1 out of 5 even women have
I
been
think the
sexually
state. I
assaulted,
think the state said 1 out of 5.
but less than 1, dude, that's a lot of men sexual assaulting women. though.
No. Just because 1 in 5 women are sexual assaulted does not mean 1 in 5 men are doing it.
So you're saying,
But that if that's the case, that means every man is, or the people that are doing it are one-time offenders, and we know that's not the case. People that do that are generally have multiple offenses.
look, I don't know. This is
sounds
some
like a
deep
lot,
shit.
though.
That's some deep
Oh,
shit.
no, it is a lot. It is.
So if we were all 5 here,
I mean, by that number, by that reasoning, but that's not true.
yeah, that's not. There's
That's
no way.
so that's saying out of every 5 women, 1 of them is sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean out of every 5 men, 1 of them is sexually is a predator.
And a man done it, or a husband could have done it. I mean, you never know.
I think this is just a big misunderstanding.
Yeah. I think,
Is what I think. Is because
So,
I myself would rather be in the woods with Bear Grylls over a man.
I think most women, maybe they think it's Bear Grylls.
Yeah, it's Bear Grylls.
Because most women would rather be out there with
'Cause
Bear Grylls than any of us.
Because
I got to tell you.
he knows how to
I
survive in
ain't
the
gonna
woods.
lie with you. I'd rather be out there with Bear Grylls
Over
than,
a man, over
Look,
a random
I
man.
or a woman at this
Exactly.
point. Bear
I-
Grylls gonna get us out of the woods in
Sorry.
one piece.
I've reached a point in my life where if I had to choose between a bear and a man, give me the man, especially if you got like a bottle of bourbon or something. We'll just hang out in the woods, drink bourbon, chill. Ain't nobody
Father
calling.
Fortenbery, I'm going to remind you of something you sent us today, and it was the most truthful thing you've ever sent us in our group text. There was.
I knew y'all love that.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, Father Fortenbery sent us something today, and it said, "Missing drunk Turkish man spent hours helping a search party for himself." So what that's inferring is that the man was lost. They sent out a search party. He gets up and he's like, "What are y'all doing? We're searching for a guy." So he joins the search party looking for himself. And that is the most
That could
truest.
be me, man.
That is the most truest. I know that. Okay, all you grammar people out there, you can tell me it's
The
wrong,
most
I know.
truest.
But the most truest thing I've heard with regards to you that there was,
Look.
like if that night you got lost in New Orleans. If Marty, because he was the only one who really cared that much, if he had gone looking for you, he'd have probably been like, "What are you doing, Marty?" "I'm looking for Jamie," and you'd have been like, "Well, let me help you," and y'all would have wandered the streets.
Well, he would have known me.
I
but,
would have
like,
known him.
No, he was kind of.
Some stranger.
I
some
would have known
stranger-
Jamie.
Some stranger be like, "We're looking for this big old dude with a beard." I'd be like,
Who could that be?
I'll
help you look.
We'll find him.
Let's go to places I would go
What
to.
I love is there's a picture of the search party, and he's in the background, and somebody circled his face. So it's not like it's a made up story. He's literally in the search party.
He just saw the group of people going.
bless his
Let me
heart.
join them.
Hey, he's a nice dude. He's a nice
could
guy.
you
He wanted to.
imagine?
He gave up his time to go find this guy that was lost in the woods.
Can you imagine the point where somebody's like, "Holy shit, dude, you're the one we're looking for."
All right, it was dark. I guarantee you it was after the sun come up, and they're like standing around, and somebody goes, "Let me look at this picture again." He goes,
There's some dude that walked all night long with
Look.
this guy looking.
If we would have got back in the streets that night and we had a search party, we say we're looking for Jamie, dude with a beard. If it wouldn't have been us, the other dudes would have been like,
Hey, we're looking for a dude with a
big
beard.
beard, and Jamie would have helped him. He wouldn't have helped us because he knows us.
I'd have helped everybody I saw.
"I'm not sure he knew us that night."
Yeah, he knew us.
This makes me sad. Why don't more people know this guy? He seems like a nice guy.
I'll bet you there's like 4 people in that group that got his number, and they're like, "Hey, bud. Hey, nice to meet you. You know, give me your number. I'll holler at you when this is over with. It'd be cool to hang out." Yeah, how awesome!
You
is
That's
never
one of
know.
the greatest stories. I like that story.
It's because it's you.
Look, I also did hear a great saying today, and I liked it. I thought I'd share it with y'all. Sometimes God puts the same obstacle in front of us 2 times to see if we're still a dumbass.
I love that.
I do too.
I'm gonna.
I mean,
That's awesome.
so like I got lost not long after New Orleans, so apparently I was still a dumbass then too.
Where'd you get lost that second time?
At Pocahontas.
Oh, well, I was there for that too.
Oh, good. I was there. Yeah.
Well, you didn't really get lost
didn't
as
get
much
lost.
as
I got
you
misplaced.
could not make your way back.
I got misplaced.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Lost
You
and
got
misplaced are 2 different things.
He has a whole different story.
Let's see what else.
I ran a 4-wheeler into the side of his building.
You did.
with Gary on back. Look,
They let you
all
ride
I
a
know.
four-wheeler?
Look, hey, I'm gonna tell you. No,
dude.
this is the most positive Gary story ever. So we have fantasy football draft. Jamie's had a few, too many. It's obvious. Everybody knows
Nah,
it.
I don't believe it.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he goes, "Hey, can I drive your 4-wheeler?" "Sure." Gary said, hold up. I want to get on back. And Jamie takes off and runs into the wall of the shop. Then he goes off. Marty's first. He then takes off across this field that's full of briars.
Dude, I come back. I look like I had fist fought a cat.
He takes the 4-wheeler through this briar patch.
I was shirtless. I'm
He,
covered
was,
in blood.
Burr Rabbit hitting the briar patch.
Hold up. Is this 2 different trips?
No, same trip.
Oh, okay.
So then he comes back and they go, "Hey, you want to go down to the river?" So him and Gary, and Gary, Mr. Positivity, he's popping off at this point. We hadn't even ever met Gary yet, but he's popping off. And they go to the river, and then next thing we know, here comes a tractor with Jamie in the bucket.
Front end loader.
Front end loader.
What's this story?
You don't know this story?
I
I got pictures. I'll show you pictures after. Jamie's in a front end loader. All right, so he brings him up and he dumps him in front of the shop. Now Jamie's covered in mud, and dude's daughter gets a water hose, and Jamie is laying there on the concrete like a beached whale, and they're washing the mud off of it. And I have
Mud
photographs.
and blood.
I have photographs to prove
Yes.
every bit of this.
It was
occurred.
Well, I'm glad I didn't go with y'all.
Oh, but Gary got on the back of that thing like even after he hit the building.
Yeah,
Gary stayed on, and they went across this briar patch. I
didn't get cut up though. I was in the
There's a
back.
picture of me, and I got blood all
Blood
over my
everywhere.
face.
Hell no, Jamie was
Yeah,
catching all the
he
briar.
was taking it all.
Yep, take it like a champ.
That's right, Jim.
So we'll show you pictures after.
Shout out
That's
to
a
our
friend.
friends from Pocahontas. So,
Hey, how's, was it-
Jamie? Jamie's all right. He's
Okay,
home.
cool,
He's gonna make it. He's good. He had a little heart problem, but shout out to Jamie and Troy and those guys. We'll see you guys in August. We see them about once, twice a year.
It's coming up.
It's coming up. Fantasy football right around the corner,
It's-
boys.
it's-
Love fantasy football. We should do fantasy bourbon.
The draft is. Oh, we should. The draft is tomorrow.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, so it's fantasy related. I mean, technically,
Who goes number one?
Caleb Williams. Done deal.
I don't know.
If you're Chicago, are you taking him number one?
Yeah, I have to. I've already gotten rid of my other number one pick. I take him. I do it. Take a shot. Well, then who do you take? The wide receiver from the Ohio State, Marvin
Harrison
Marvin
Jr.
Harrison's probably the most guaranteed hit.
I was gonna say Marvin Harris Jr.
He's the
They
guy.
don't even need receivers though. They got receivers for days. Although the one they got from San Diego is gonna be hurt.
Yeah.
Or the Chargers. Anyway, what else we got to talk about tonight, boys? It's a good show so far.
we'll run it right at the end.
All right, I'm gonna play us
I'm
out.
breathing
Let's go.
hard.
Parting words, Jamie.
Hi guys, go watch, follow, subscribe, like. Hey, do us a favor though, like it and then go comment. We need comments.
We need comments, yes, and watch hours. Marty, parting word.
All right, tell your friends at 300 we're gonna give away some samples. So we
Sample what?
We may give away
Samples
a
of
bottle.
bourbon.
May give away a
We
bottle.
may give away a
Oh,
bottle.
jeez.
Maybe a couple.
Gary.
Take this all in with your family. Slow down. Take
Save
your time.
me,
Y'all can
save me from my own pride.
Patch Adam. Goodwill Hunting.
Go watch the
Change me for my final ride.
This is your.
Oh, walk me to the riverside
Would you like us, touch, hate us, look,
and lead me while my mother cried.
got several guys
Chill
like
Will.
that. Chill
Cause
Will.
somebody done took from an outlaw. Take my picture down from the courthouse wall. I'm living in the clouds and I ain't gonna fall. Somebody done saved this outlaw.